Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, हरी राय सो हरी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are different means of knowledge. One means of knowledge is what we call Pratyaksha Praman. I have seen with my own eyes. So, sense organs are the means of knowledge for the different objects. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasagandha. So, for the sound, ears. For the touch, the skin. For the form, the eyes. For the taste, the rasana, the tongue. And for the smell, the nose, granendriya. So these are pratyaksha, directly experienced. Second thing is inferred, anuman praman, inference. My friend was locked in the bathroom. What could be the reason? Is it that he doesn't know how to open that door? No, it can't be. Maybe has he gone crazy? No, he is normal. Then what could be the reason? Anuman. We infer. Maybe the door is not opening. See? Inference. So, now these two things will take for the time being. So, Drushya Vilakshanam. I am the seer and the glass is the seen. Therefore, seer is different from the seen. See? Experiencer is different from the experienced. Now, this one you apply to yourself. See? This hand is seen by me. So how I can be the hand? Either I accept I am the glass or I don't accept I am the hand. Why double standard? Because how do we know all our body, etc.? We know that body is mine and I am the body. So the first step on the spiritual path is what we call technically mamata. Mamata means minus. We have to first get rid of this minus. Then alone we are able to go further. So drashtaram anumanena nipunam samprasaraya. So we have to just recognize. Childhood has come, we have experienced good and bad, it has gone. Have we gone anywhere? We are the same. Teenage has come, we have experienced good and bad, it has gone. We are the same. So how can I be a child because of the child body? How can I be a teenager because of the teenage body? See, the more we work on this, then you will discover what is spiritual practice. Spiritual practice is start playing. Play. Don't do anything. Like we play with the kids. So what we have to play? What it is like being other than the colors and forms. What it is being like. So when I see the red color, the vision doesn't become red. What I have to do? Nothing. Exactly the same way, if we are able to work on it, if I am other than the body, then again work on it. What is the meaning of other than the body? Body has got a shape, the form. I cannot have shape and form. Is there anything in this world without shape and form? Yes, there is space. So what is the experience of the space? Supports everything, rejects nothing, doesn't get influenced by anything. So what will be your spiritual practice? Be everywhere, but don't get influenced by anything. You don't have to do anything. There is one of my book, Akash Yoga. Akash Yoga, like there are so many yogas. This space yoga. There was one international yoga conference in Kaivalya Dham. And there all the big yogis from various good institutions. And they present their paper. And when they asked me, Swamiji, if you give your paper, we will circulate it. So I gave the blank paper. Circulate it. I don't know what I'm going to talk. So when I had 3 talks there. So after my talk was over, one dean of Bihar School of Yoga, he came and he said, Swamiji, I want to spend some time with you. I said, what do we do? I want to know which are the books you are referring. Because what you have told, I have not come across anywhere. All books of yoga, nor I have heard, nor I have thought about it. What it is. I said, I don't read books and tell. Observe. So the 3 spaces I told them. 3 spaces. One is the gross space. Second is the mind space. And third is the conscious space. Gross space has worldly objects. Now, when we are practicing, practice this. What it is like being the space. And if we are sincere, then what will happen? Worldly things will have no influence on us. We get sometimes, we lose something. It happens. Because we are space, nothing happens to me. Everything is happening to the body, not me. So the first result will be worldly things will not be an issue and burden in our life. Step number 1. So we have reason beyond the body identification. Now go on playing with this idea. So if I accept myself to be other than the body, then everything in relation to the body has no value for me. But then how to live? Karnataka. Whatever role we have to play the role perfectly well. If you want to know what is self-realization, it is like in earlier days, maybe in 1930s, women were not coming on the stage to perform drama, etc. that was considered as unholy. So the Jains used to perform the role of a woman. He will be dressing exactly like the woman, talk, walk, same type of sound, all actions like a woman. So when he is performing on the stage a woman's role, that time also he knows he is a man. This is God realization. See? And why he is applauded? Because he played his role perfectly well. Exactly the same way. We all have to perform our role in this world perfectly well. But at the same time, we have to remind ourselves this is just a role. It is not the reality. First, anumanena, by inference. The second space is the mind space. Like the gross space is not influenced by the gross contents, equally true, the mind space is not influenced by the thought contents. What sadhana the space has to do not to get influenced by the content? Nothing. That is our natural state. Similarly, let the thoughts come and go. Why struggle to stop the thoughts? See? When I see something, I get attracted. Therefore, I'll break my eyes. Thoughts will come in the mind. Where will they come? Now, our sadhana is this. Instead of fighting with the thoughts, do not get influenced by the thoughts. Influence is two ways. The positive influence and negative influence. When the thought of anger comes, positive, we become angry. Second, negative thought of anger comes, but we do not become angry. It will come and go. Second space, mind space, chittakash. The third, chidakash, the conscious space. Now, experience of the world is in the gross space. Experiences of the world is in the mind space. And experiencer is in the conscious space. Chidakash. So, like the gross content do not influence the gross space, the thought contents do not influence the mind space. Similarly, the bodies do not influence the conscious space, the Chidakasha. Meaning what? Miseries will come, but miserable body will not be born. Joy will come, but a joyful person losing the balance will not be born. In other words, there will be experiences without the birth of an experiencer. These three factors put together is spiritual life. You are not able to crystallize it in the form of concept. You cannot. Concepts are subject to modification. Are we doing anything? Nothing. On the basis of this, I always emphasize undoing meditation. Initially, I was doing. My first book was guided meditation. Second book was let meditation happen. Third book was meditation through parables. Fourth book was open eye meditation. Now, unmeditate. So, I am not talking from books. See, friends. So, drashtaram anumanena nipunam sampradaraya. So, thus start working on your own experiences and learn from them. Continuing further, 18th mantra. Dehendriyadayo bhava
Dehendriyadayo bhava
hanadi vyaprati kshamaha
Hanadi Vyapratikshamaha
yasya sannidhi matrena
Yasya Sannidhi Matrena
sohamityavadharaya.
Sohamityavadharaya
Deha indriya adi bhavaha. See, body, sense organs, mind, etc. They are inert by itself. See? As much the table is inert, made out of the 5 elements, that much the body is equally inert. See? When a dead body is kept on the fire for burning, that time will the dead body say, hey, it's too hot here, I don't know. What is the reason? Like when the wood is burning, wood doesn't complain. So also body doesn't complain when the body is dead. But when the body is alive, why we experience the pain or joy or sorrows? Because yasya sannidhi matrena, in association with this reflected consciousness, it appears to have become alive, but it is not. See, this point is extremely subtle. We have to get it clear. This is what is called as the soul or the jiva. If we get this point clear, you will see we will never struggle for anything in life. Everything is fine. There are two lights. One is the general light. Second is the specific light. You are thinking and I am thinking that I am seeing you, you are seeing me. But is it the truth? See? Imagine one experiment. It is pretty dark night and we have got lights on and satsang is going on. So you are seeing everything, I am seeing everything. Then imagine that there is no light at all on my body, pitch darkness. Will you be able to see me? Why? Because you are not seeing me. What you are seeing is the reflected light. So there are two lights. One is the common light, which is beyond light and darkness. Second is the reflected light, which has the opponent as the darkness versus light. Now see what it is. Common light is, see, now if you look at my face, wherever there is some tense skin, you can see there one spot or glasses or somewhere. So there are two lights, common light, specific light. Common light is common for everything. Specific light is only for that particular thing. See, life is common and specific light, when the light gets reflected in the Vijnanamaya Kosha, there a notion of I is born. See? You are seeing everybody, I am seeing everybody. When you look at me, you are different. When you look at him, you are different. When you look at your wife, you are different. So, you are the same. Your faculties are the same. But when you are looking at her, you are not seeing her as a person, but you are seeing her as a wife. And a special status is happening, is it not? So, two lights, common light and specific light. And between this common and specific light is more conspicuous. Common light is not. See? Therefore, what is Chidakasha? Chidakasha is that common light. What is the common light? Illuminating everything but not getting influenced by anything. Like the vision. Illuminating the red color but not getting influenced by the red color. Common light. The same common light, what we told. Experience, common light. Without experiencer, specific light is not born. My seeing her as a woman, you are seeing her as a woman, my wife. Specific light. Samsara begins. See, my friends. And she is your wife as long as you are awake. When you sleep, snore away. That time. Therefore, the matter, the world, the body, the mind, the sense organs, everything is inert. In the specific light of the divinity, it becomes as if enlivened. Now, this example, whether you will understand or not, you may see. Many years before, when these LED lights were not there, there used to be the bulb which has got a filament inside. Have you seen that?
Yes.
So when during the childhood, suppose you are doing something, studying, and bulb becomes fused. Now what to do? We used to lift that bulb and it is connected with the connection properly, and we used to move like this thing, and the moment it touches, oh, light has come. See? Exactly the same way. Common light, specific light. Common light has no differentiation. Specific light has differentiation. So experience is experience. But specific experience, I like, I don't like. I want, I don't want. It is for this purpose, our scriptures tell that give yourself minimum choice. And if we want to practice this, giving minimum choice, how do we live? Living at zero complaint level. What is the complaint? We are asking for a choice. If no complaint, you are accepting everything as it is. This is Vakya Vritti. Otherwise, only you can say, know it that I am He, the one because of whose presence alone the inert entities like the body and senses are able to function through acceptance and rejection. Like what you understood. See, it's only translation. It will not make, because unless you have lived that experience, you cannot get it. Therefore, we have to again and again help ourselves in this light. Otherwise, we only keep on struggling. 19th mantra. Anapanna vikarasan.
Anapanna vikarasan.
अयस्कान्तं वदेवयः
अयस्कान्तं वदेवयः
बुद्ध्यादिश्चालयेत् प्रत्यक
बुद्ध्यादिश्चालयेत् प्रत्यक्
सोऽहमित्यवधारय.
सोऽहमित्यवधारय.
Now, I will not go according to translation, we have to learn. Once in, I think it was retreat in New Jersey, after my satsang was over, and all of them, there are all ITs fellow. All the persons who attended, all ITs, and I was only T, no I.
Good.
See? So I told them, I said, you people have studied so much, but I don't know what you have learned, but I have learned from you. What is that? See, if you take a picture of a person with a camera which can have 5, what do you call that? MP, 5 MP. Then same person with another camera with 50 MP. Third person, a third picture from the same person with 500 MP. What will be the difference? The camera which has got maximum MP, the picture is very solid. Lesser the MPs, weaker it is. This is understood. Then the question comes, what is megapixel? When you add data to your laptop or phone, is the weight increasing? When we delete, is it getting deleted? Then nothing is happening. If this is understood, exactly the same way, we are all pixels. What is the pixel? Electromagnetic anu. What is the technical word? I don't know. I also don't know. Very good. So, electromagnetic point is pixels. So, I, with my mother, I am a son. Electromagnetic pixel. I, with my wife, a husband. Electromagnetic pixel. I, with my children, father. Electromagnetic pixel. Now this son, husband, father, do they have weight? See? When I get married to a girl, she becomes my wife. Will the weight of the wife influence me? Because what is the wife? A pixel. And when I realize I have made a mistake, so I divorce. Meaning what? I delete. So when I delete her as my wife, is that lady dying? So when I get married, is a wife born? When I divorce, is she dying? Then what is happening? Where it is happening? It is happening only in pixels. So we are all PIGCELLS. Pig cells. And how much you have fed the pig, that much will become fat. Can there be simpler spiritual life than this, my friends? Don't take life too seriously. Things happen, good, bad, everything happens. But find out to whom it is happening. The one to whom it is happening doesn't exist. Like on the stage, an actor is acting like a Alexander the Great. He is acting. That time also he knows he is not Alexander. He knows it. But the role that he plays is so real. Therefore, our rule or this mantra is what? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, play your role perfectly well, but immediately, Karnataka, it is just a drama. Don't get involved beyond limits. And therefore, another mantra, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be friendly with everybody. Don't carry the burden of any relationship on your head. Then alone you are working on the spiritual path. देखो संतो. So, anapanna vikara san ayaskanta vadevaya. Ayaskanta is magnet. See how the magnet is controlling the iron pieces through any thread, through any contact. So it is the magnetic power. The whole universe is pixels. Everything is supported only by the magnetic force, electromagnetic force. See, friends. And what is these energies? What are they? Energies. Energy can never be created. It can be modified. Nor can you destroy the energy. The more we understand this, then we understand ayaskanta vadevaya buddhyadi chalaye. So that because of which all the faculties, sense organs, mind, intellect, they start becoming functional. That because of which this is happening, that is me, avadharaya, recognize. See, friends. So the moment anything happens, first question, who is I? I am disturbed. Okay. Who is I? I am a husband. I am a wife. I am a mother. I am a father. Are they real or they are pixels? See, friends, nothing is happening in this world. When the dream is going on very well, it will never break. But in the dream, there is one terrible accident. Dream is imagination. Accident is imagination. To come out of one imagination, another imagination is required. And then only you come out of both the imaginations. Exactly the same way, this waking world, as long as it is going on, everything goody. Oh, by God's grace, everything is there. By God's grace, as if we are obliging the God. And suddenly something happens, most unexpected. Then this waking dream breaks. And then we are awakened. Kastam koham kutamaya. Who am I? What for I am? What I have achieved in my life? Converting the beautiful food into terrible garbage. See? Is this only for what we are born? Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maisunancha. Eating, sleeping, sense of insecurity and procreation. Is this all? Or something higher? When this awakening happens, then our direction from the dog word to the God word changes. This is the meaning. To recognize this divinity that you are. Buddhyadi chalaya pratyak sohamityavadharaya. That I am. Meaning what? Any experience which is mediate experience. Mediate means through the media, through the sense organs, through the mind, and through the intellect. These three experiences are because of the media. See, when these experiences are not taken as real, or we don't get influenced by that experience, then we are one with the divine. Therefore, the whole thing we have put in simple words: experience without experiencer. Continuing further, ajadatmavadabhanti
Ajadatvadatmanti
yat sanidhyat jada api
Sanidhyajada api
dehendriyamana prana
Dehendriyamana prana
sohamityavadharaya.
Sohamityavadharaya
Jada, jada means inert. Jada api, although they are inert, ajadavat abhati, but they appear to be sentient. See? At this point also I gave you the example of my hands operation. Nothing happens to the body. The day you will get this point in your conviction, your whole life will change. Nothing happens to the body. Everything happens to the mind. Suppose I insult him. The insult will not fall on the body. It will fall on the mind. Body is inert. See, if you see our organs, they have got two aspects. One is structural organ, second is functional organ. See? The eyes that you see, oh Swami, you have got beautiful eyes. So what you are seeing? The structural eye. And second is functional eye. See, this should become clear to us, not only theoretically. Where I got this? In South Africa, there's a place Phoenix. So we had a satsang, and people were sitting on the chairs, and I was finished my satsang. Right in the front, near the aisle, there was one lady, must be about late 40s or early 50s, sitting, and her eyes were so beautiful. So after satsang was over, I said, come on, you keep sitting there, I will come and give prasad to everybody. Rather than you make a mess of it, I'll come there. So because her eyes were so beautiful, she was a point of attraction. I went and I said, Mama, take prasad. So she did her hand, I gave prasad. Everything was over. Then her mother came and told me, Swamiji, why did you give prasad to that lady first? I said, I like her eyes. She's so beautiful eyes. Then she started, Swamiji, she is my daughter and she is blind. See? Clear? Structural eye and functional eye. See, friends, they have to be distinctly understood. Now, how the vision is born? Functional eye is vision. Structural eye is what you see. So, how the vision is born? See? Bulb, structural and functional when there is light in that. Now, how the light comes? When some other factor called electrical energy flows through that, it becomes a functional bulb. Exactly the same way. When the mind peeps out through the structural eye, it is called as the vision. Apply this to everywhere. So like for every color, there is not a separate vision. Similarly, for every sense organ, there are not separate minds. Only one mind. The same electricity going through the bulb, light. Going through the heater, heat. Are there many electricities? Only one. This journey we have to start. And how can we start? This journey is from the object to the subject. Object is colors and forms. Subject is the vision. So, what is the vision? Vision is not influenced by colors and forms. We come over here. How do we come over here? We give zero choice to ourselves. See? Then, from the vision, we are go to that which is expressing as vision, the mind. So, when we come to the mind, then sense organs have got 5 specialities. Mind is common factor. So how one mind has become many? Because of the 5 gadgets fixed. What is the spiritual practice? Drop the objects, meaning give minimum choice, come to the sense organs. Don't be slave of your own sense organs. Come back to the mind. Don't glorify your experiences of joy and sorrows. Then we have gone beyond the mind. Now what is beyond the mind? Beyond the mind is I. Now who is this I? Be attentive. When a thought is containing in its womb an object, so mind with the object in its womb is called as a thought. And in that thought, the consciousness reflects as Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is a specific light. Now come back to the first thing which I told you. Common light and specific light. Common light is indicating different colors and forms. Common light is indicating different sounds. Common light is indicating different smells. Common. But then what is specific light? Specific light is I know. So thought plus reflection of consciousness in that thought, what we call technically Chidabhasa. So thought with the Chidabhasa is I. Is the specific light. And this I is enjoying or suffering in life. Now be attentive. When sleep happens, what happens? This mind has dropped the body shape. Mind is no more identified with the body, and therefore the I disappears. When I disappears, in deep sleep, we are nobody. And therefore, it is rightly said, nobody is happy. Very true. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. See, friends. Now tell me, this one, what we have been learning here, those who are Tabla Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, crying, frustrated, do something good to the world, go for that marathon, useless. And at the most, let us do meditation. And like terrorists have that AK-47 rifle, the yoga people have that mattress. Wherever they go, cartoons. Now see, friends, that is all required. But we cannot continue to remain in KG1, KG2 throughout life. We have to graduate, isn't it? I saw one person in Delhi, when he was a child. Then I met him after 20, 25 years. He said, Swami, do you recognize me? I was in your lab when I was 6 months. It's very good. That time, what you are doing, I was wanting to go to the KG1, KG2. Then I went. Then, now, what are you doing? I am still in KG1, KG2. Now also. So what is expected? If he is grown up, he should leave the KG1, KG2, go in the higher classes. In the same manner, do karma, help others, don't touch and do yoga, do karma, do pranayam. Everything is required. But whole life the same thing. See? You see all the yoga people. If you do yoga, what will happen? You will live long and you will be healthy. This is what they say. Now tell me, have you seen any terrorist unhealthy? A terrorist comes with a gun in the hand and tells, hey, can't you hold it? I got a back pain. No. Health cannot be the issue of life. See? And they live long. For what? For doing yoga. See, friends, we have to rise above all this and then play the game of life. Then life is a celebration, not a calibration. What will I get? Therefore, this jada api, although all the faculties are all inert, these inert faculties are caught in the thought, in the mind, as I. The I becomes enlivened, Mr. Somebody, when that thought is reflecting the consciousness as Chidabhasa, reflection of consciousness, then this thought becomes enlivened. This enlivened thought is I. And the moment the thought is gone, I gone. Therefore, in the deep sleep, Mata Amata Bhavati, Pita Apita Bhavati. In the deep sleep, we are neither mother, father, mother, sister, husband, wife. But we are there. To make it still simpler, that which exists in the absence of everything is you. Sounds exist. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. How many times? 3 times. Why they are 3 times? Because in between there was no sound. So what is our experience? We have heard both sound and also the absence of the sound. But can the absence of the sound be heard by the ears? Ears cannot hear. Ears can hear only sounds. So, when the sound is heard, I am there. When there is no sound, I am there. So, where I am? I am in the presence and absence of everything, and therefore beyond presence and absence. So, neither we are born nor do we die. For this purpose, we told you still simpler technique. Make absence as an object of experience. Now, what is the word name and form? So, make absence of the sound as an object of your experience. And do not make sounds. Do not create sounds. Sounds we create when we start talking to ourselves. Don't talk to yourself. Then you will discover one day, when we talk to others, we talk about the past, our or their. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. And therefore, give it a try. Whatever time you have, just start with a slow 1 minute, consciously. 1 minute, I am not going to talk with myself. Now, if you observe your own experience, the moment you stop talking to yourself, your body becomes still. Your breathing becomes very shallow. Because what is the speech? Disturbed mind is a speech. What is a wave? Disturbed ocean is a wave. Like the waves don't come from outside. Waves come from within the ocean. Every thought comes from within us. And the first expression of mind is speech. So give it a try. Don't create sound. So you are supporting the silence. And second thing, listen to silence. Meaning, don't get disturbed by any sound. Two things together. Don't talk to yourself and listen to silence. Slowly we will discover that by default we react to the world. We see something, we hear something, and we have to comment. Comment is what? Mind, if I use a bad word, mind is purgating speech. See? We don't have to remain like a dumb. Just we see the world. But the moment we start commenting, I like and it's like good or bad, samsara is created. This is what I said. Yasya sanidhya jada api. Although all the faculties are inert by themselves, yet yasya sanidhya, in whose proximity dehendriya mana prana, all of them become activated, that because of which the inert world becomes alive. That is my essential nature. See, my friends, it's not difficult. It is for this purpose, few tricks which we tell you. Do not talk about your past. Do not ask anybody about their past. Net result, we learn the art of living in the present. Then stop talking to yourself. We will learn the art of not going in the future. mind survives on these three diets: past memories, future worries, and present comparisons. So, how to work with the past? Don't talk. You cannot undo the past. What you can do is select, shift, delete. Nothing else. Then about the future, worries are sterile. They don't deliver any results, but they take your all energy away. When these two things are consciously worked upon, mind remains in the present. Now in the present, what happens? The mind has to compare. Without comparison, mind cannot exist. And therefore, when these three things are consciously worked upon, see, you will discover one day that our essential nature is revealed. And in this experience, there is no experiencer born. And because there is no experiencer born, it is neither a success nor a failure. God realization is not a success, nor it is a failure. Dekho Maharaj. And therefore, on the spiritual path, there is never a failure. Because there is no success. See, friends, isn't it joy? This is our essential nature. See? Therefore, sohamityavadharaya. This is what is my essential nature. Hold on to this again and again. Next mantra. Putra vittadayo bhava.
Putra vittadayo bhava.
Yasya sheshataya priyaha.
Yasya sheshataya priyaha.
Drashta sarva priyatamaha.
Drashta sarva priyatamaha.
Sohamityavadharaya.
Sohamityavadharaya.
This thought comes from the Upanishad. See? Wife is dear to the husband not for the sake of the wife, but for his own sake. The children are dear to the parents not for the sake of the children, but for their own sake. The food is dear to us, not the sake of the food, but for our own sake. We are dear to us for our own sake. See? So, putra, relations, vitta, then possessions, all of them are dear to us because they are dear to us for my sake, not for them. See? If there is an option, either take this money and die or leave this money and go. What will you say? So everything in this world is dear to us only for our own sake. But we are dear to us, not for any other, but for our own sake. Because now the rule is, whatever is the source of happiness that we like, see, that which is the source of nuisance we don't like. So if this is true, why we like ourselves? Because we are the source of happiness. That is why when we analyze our own experiences in deep sleep, what is that we get in the deep sleep? And we struggle so much to go to sleep. On the contrary, deep sleep is an experience of utter renunciation. Tatra mata amata bhavati. There we are neither mother, father, brother, rich, poor, Indian, American, Australian, or Britain, nothing. We are neither educated, uneducated, neither Hindu, Christian, none. That unqualified existence is bliss. Qualified existence is blister. See? We were in our friend's house, and one elderly lady came, and she started talking. Like, all the professional satsangi, Swamiji, this aeroplane crash which has happened, what must be the karma of all of them together? What could be that? So I invoke my guru. I said, I don't know. Now tell me, is it necessary to know everything in this world?
Yeah.
If what is worthy of knowing is who are you? That is worthy of knowing. No, they say it is because of the prarabdha karma that this happened. I said, that means you know why you are asking me. See, these are so simple. We have to ourselves discover. Now, one of the simple rule is we are all expert blaming others for the problems of our life. See? If I say I am miserable because of him, what will be my spiritual practice to improve him? It will be utter failure. And then we become miserable. So, what is the first step of the spiritual practice? We are squarely responsible for everything that happens in our life. Stop blaming others. See? Then only we are undisturbed in this world. Therefore, we are dear to us not because we are dear to us, because we are the embodiment of bliss. That which is the source of nuisance, we don't like it. Why we like ourselves is only for this reason. See, for the first time when I was going in the this African continent, many years before, so seeing all of them with their typical type of hairstyle and body shape and all that thing, I used to feel, how can somebody like these people? That is to by my question. How can you like them? But then after repeated going and all that, then I found really there is nothing wrong in them. What is wrong in them? See? And then this fellow likes her and gets married. What they have seen in each other, that I can't understand it. See? The more you thus start learning from every single experience of your life, you are walking spiritual path. This is what we say, don't do meditation, live in meditation. Living in meditation is we are learning from every single experience of our life. You are living in meditation. See? And learning process is at the level of the mind, intellect. So, putra vitta dayo bhava yasya shishadaya priyaha drashta sarva priya soham iti avadharaya. But I am dear to me better than anything in this world. This is I, this is me. Avadharaya, recognize. This is what you are. Now, how the whole thing started? The student asked this question. See? Tell me, what is the highest spiritual practice? You should know what is the meaning of Jivatma, Paramatma, individual self and total self. How to know that? By the Upadesh of Tattvamasi Mahavakya, by the eternal declaration, you are divine. Only by saying this, nothing will happen. Tell us more clearly. Then it is clear. So, what is the clarity? Analyze your experience and learn from that. And when you learn from your experience, you will never go wrong. See? So simple it is. Slowly and steadily, we stop reacting in life. And when we stop reacting in life, the illusory I start disappearing and the essential I starts surfacing. It is like the waves are covering the ocean. When we look at the lake, oh, how many waves today, too much disturb. We are looking at the lake, but attention goes on the waves because they are very specific. Ocean is common. See? So if I want to look at the ocean, what I have to do? Don't mention the waves. But they are seen, then take a deep dive in the lake, then you will come to know in the deep depth of the lake, there are no waves. Exactly. Go deep within you. There are no thoughts. There is no otherness. There is no samsara. There is no joy. There is no sorrow. You alone are. Therefore, spiritual attainment is not an achievement or a gain. Like the deep sleep is not an achievement or a gain. It is a total loss. That which is supporting the absence of everything, but that which does not fall in the purview of presence and absence is our essential nature. Then you will come to discover so many simple things. Dvandvai vimukta sukadukka sajnaihi. Every experience in this world is with complementary opposites. Joy, sorrows, gain, loss, friend, enemy, success, failure, disease, health. Everything is complementary. Once we understand this, that joy cannot exist without misery. Gain cannot be there without the loss. Life cannot be there without the death. But the truth, which is supporting the both, is beyond these complementary opposites. To come out of these complementary opposites, our Mahamantra, living at zero complaint level. What is the complaint? I wanted this thing, but I did not get it. They should have made some arrangement. Complaint. Therefore, in our Bhimpura retreat, when we all sit for taking food, one person, he goes on chanting Lord's name. Narvada Mata ki jai, Narvadeshwar Mahadeva ki jai, Sri Ram Janaki Hanuman Dada ki jai, everybody. At the end he says, Aaj ka bhojan, today's lunch is, everybody has to shout loudly, most wonderful, most wonderful, most wonderful, without eating. बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है. So start with this understanding. The day we stop complaining, we are closer to our own being. And for that, we go to sleep. Before going to sleep, so many complaints. It's very cold, it should be that, it should be this. But once we sleep, others complain because we are creating problem for them, snoring away. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.